Investigation Department of Social Security Administration.
Hello, I got a message that said I need to drop what I'm doing and call here. Can you help me?
Yeah, do you receive any case ID or any reference ID number from the previous call?
I don't remember. I got the message and I had just enough time
Uh-huh.
to write it down before I accidentally erased it.
Alright, not a problem. So your call has been connected to the Investigation Department of Social Security Administration. My name is Officer David Harlow with the Federal Batch ID number SSA 937285.
How did you
Currently
spell your last
investigating on a
name?
case. Sorry?
How did you spell your last name?
You want me to spell me my last name?
Yes, sir. Uh-huh.
Harlow. Harlow.
Uh-huh.
David Harlow.
Okay, uh-huh.
Yes. So, in order to pull out your case file first, in order to read out all the legal charges that are against your name, and in order to explain you the case history, can you just verify me with your first name, last name, and your zip code?
My first name is spelled R as in Romeo, O as in Oscar,
Uh huh.
B as in
Uh
Bravo,
huh.
E as in Echo,
Uh huh.
R as in Romeo, T as in Tango. My last name is spelled G as in Golf, R as in Romeo, I as in India, N as in November, N as in November, E as in Echo, L as in Lima, L as in Lima.
Grinnell.
That's
Your
right.
last name is Grinnell.
That's right.
And your zip code, Mr. Grinnell?
06516.
Alright, Mr. Grinnell. So, like I told you before, there were some legal enforcement actions which has been filed on your social securities, and we have got an order to suspend your social security from your name because it has been found suspicious for some criminal activities happened in the state of Texas. So,
Oh
can you tell me,
no.
have you ever been to the state of Texas before in your past?
Well, in 1963, I worked at the Texas School Book Depository, and then it was in Dallas. And then my good friends, Lyndon Baines Johnson
Uh huh.
and Sam Giancana, gave me some money in
Uh huh.
November of 1963 to move out of state. And then I was working
Uh
in
huh.
Texas again in 1980
Uh huh.
at the South Fork
Okay.
Ranch in Parker, Texas. And then my
Mhm.
boss, J.R. Ewing, got shot, and the police falsely accused me of shooting him. And his wife, Sue Ellen, gave me some money to move out of state again.
All right. But why is your not name not showing us on our list, sir? Because your name is Robert Grinnell, right?
I don't know anything about a ledger.
Sorry,
You
what you don't know?
you said my name isn't showing up on a ledger. I don't know anything about a ledger.
All right, Mr. Robert Grinnell. I will spell your name one more time. It is R as in Roger, O as in Oscar, B as in Bombay, E as in Echo, R as in Roger, T as in Tango. Robert, right? Your name
That's
is Robert and your last name is Grinnell. It spells like G as in golf, R as in Roger, I as in Indiana, N as in Nancy, N as in Nancy, E as in Echo, L as in Lima, E as in Echo. Am I right?
there's no E at the end. After the E as in echo is L as in Lima, L as in Lima.
Can you spell that from your answer
So last
one more
name
time?
last name is spelled G as in golf, R as in
Uh huh.
Romeo, I as in
Uh
India,
huh.
N as in November,
Mhm.
N as in November,
Mhm.
E as in
Mhm.
echo, L as in Lima,
Mhm.
L as in Lima.
Mhm. All right. Grinnell.
That's right.
All right, Mr. Grinnell. Just a minute. All right, Mr. Grinnell. So regarding this case, I'm going to provide you some information which I want you to make a note of it. So can you tell me, are you at your residence right now? Where are you right now, Mr. Grinnell?
I'm in my apartment at senior housing.
All right. So I want you to grab a pen and a paper handy with you so I can provide you with the required information regarding the case. All right. So just grab a pen and a paper handy with you so I can provide you with the required information.
Okay, I have all of that upstairs, so heading upstairs.
Uh-huh.
Bleh, bleh. Excuse me, I haven't been the same since I got coronavirus. Just another set of stairs.
Uh-huh.
Let me dig in a drawer. Okay, I have a pen and paper.
All right. So note down some of my information in that piece of paper first. My name is Officer David Harlow.
Uh-huh,
After that, you can note down my federal batch ID number.
uh-huh,
My federal batch ID number starts with SSA, stands for Social Security Administration,
uh-huh,
937
uh-huh.
285.
937285. Uh-huh.
Yes. After that, you can note down your case ID number.
My kiss ID? Do you mean someone's going to kiss me?
Case ID.
Oh, case. Uh-huh.
It starts with DC, like a Washington DC,
Uh-huh.
7010.
Seven
7010.
7010. Okay, uh-huh.
After that, you can note down your warrant ID number.
Warren, do you mean former Supreme Court Justice Earl Warren is involved in this?
Yes, an arrest warrant. So I believe you understand what is an arrest warrant.
Okay, uh-huh.
Yes. So you can note down the arrest warrant ID number. That is 203
Uh-huh.
296.
Uh-huh.
T as in Tango, X as in X-ray in the last. TX because it has been issued in the state of Texas.
Oh, so 203296 T as in Tango, X as in X-ray. Okay.
Yes. Now, before I proceed, I would like to inform you that the lines on which we are talking right now has been getting federally recorded and monitored by higher authorities. Since they are listening to our conversation, I will request you to not interrupt me while I'm passing on this information to you. Once I'm done explaining the case history, I will give you a fair chance to speak. Am I clear?
Okay, uh-huh.
All right. So this investigation started under your name when we recovered an abandoned car on the south border of Texas, and the car had contained some blood and drug residues inside it. Hence, after the investigation, we found that the car was rented under your name and under your postal information. There were two addresses which were linked with the title of those vehicles. So the addresses were in the city of Rowlett was raided by the U.S. Marshals, but unfortunately there was no one inside the residence that time. But they have recovered a consignment containing 20 grams of cocaine, which is an abusive drug, and they also found some documentation from financial institutions such as Chase Bank, Bank of America, and U.S. Bank. When we got deeper in this case, we found that this entire paperwork had your name on it, and thousands of dollars has been wired from this bank account locally and internationally, which totally seems suspicious to us. For these reasons, we have got two serious allegation charge against you for the felony, which is money laundering and drug trafficking. Now, do you have any questions in this regard, Mr. Grinnell?
I do not condone marijuana. I think everyone who smokes marijuana should go to jail for
Mhm.
20 years and be forced to make license plates.
All right, so I believe it is not you who has been creating this type of crime in the state of Texas. Am I right, Mr. Grinnell?
Exactly. My late father used to say the only good dope addict is a dead dope addict.
Yes. And you have never been to the state of Texas, am I right?
I was in Texas in 1963 in Dallas when I worked at the Texas School Book Depository, and I was in Parker, Texas in 1980 when I worked at the South Fork Ranch.
All right. So now regarding this case, we have already checked your past records and we have found that Mr. Grinnell, your previous banking contained genuine records and your socials have no other complaints in the past. That is the only reason we are trying to reach you before you face any legal consequences. So now if you are ready to help the Department of Treasury and the US Marshals to catch the real suspect who has committed this crime in under your name, means we have already discovered that you have been a victim of identity fraud. So I believe you understand what is the meaning of identity fraud, Mr. Grinnell.
That's right. It's where somebody steals your identity and pretends to be someone else.
Yes. So now the thing is, now if you are ready to help the Department of Justice and the US Marshals to catch the real suspect who has been doing this crime in the state of Texas, then only we can put your case and arrest warrant on hold. So I want to know what is your intention toward this case file, which is going to execute when this line is going to disconnect. Are you willing to cooperate with the government or you're going to face the legal charges for money laundering and drug trafficking in the federal courthouse?
I want to cooperate with the government. I don't want to go to jail. I don't want to be sodomized by the gay homosexuals.
All right, not a problem. So now canceling your arrest warrant is not an easy task. We have to suspend your socials right away from your name and have to issue a new social on your name. So in the future, we can catch the suspect as well as you can also save yourself from this kind of criminal activities from the next time. So now, before I proceed, I would like to complete one asset declaration form. In this asset declaration form, you need to verify your true belongings so we can differentiate that with the bogus account and with the bogus information. Because at this present moment, there are 10 bank accounts registered under your name with the same name and with the same information. So we need to make sure what are your true belongings so the Social Security Administration can go ahead and help you to safeguard declared assets under your name and we can start freezing rest of all the bogus account and the information created by the imposters under your name in the asset declaration form. Did you understand?
Okay, uh-huh.
Yes, sir. So I would like to ask you some more questions like as you have been a victim of identity fraud, have you ever lost your wallet, phone or your social security card in the past?
No, I always keep my wallet in my front pocket.
Have you ever shared your any information with any of your friend, neighbor, relatives to have any access in your account?
No,
Have you ever entered your any information online to apply for any loan or any credit card?
no, I stopped getting new credit cards and getting loans when I sold my house in 1999 and I retired and I moved to senior housing.
All right, so now you stay alone, Mr. Grinnell.
That's right.
Sorry?
Yes, I live alone. Uh-huh.
All right. And your current age is 71?
No, I'm 88 years old.
You're 88 years old. All right.
Yes.
Now, in this asset declaration form, Mr. Grinnell, you need to understand that the Social Security castration is just going to go ahead and help you to safeguard only the declared asset that belongs to you. So we safeguard that belongings under your name, and we can prove in the federal courthouse that you are an innocent person and not involved in any drug trafficking or drug dealing. Do you understand?
Yes, uh-huh.
All right. So can you tell me, Mr. Grinnell, what is your profession? What did you do for your living?
I'm retired. Before I retired in 1999, I worked at a factory, Stanley Bostitch. I did a hard day's work for a fair day's wage, and at night I slept the sleep of the saved and the thankful.
All right. Can you verify me with your current address on the recorded line?
I'm at 1187 C as in Charlie,
Uh-huh.
A as in Alpha, M as in Mike, P as in Papa, B as in Bravo, E as in Echo, L as in Lima, L as in Lima, space, A as in Alpha, V as in Victor, E as in Echo, N as in November, U as in Uniform, E as in Echo, apartment, so A as in Alpha, P as in Papa, T as in Tango, 1
I
3.
got it.
It's in West Haven,
Apartment one
Connecticut.
three.
So W,
Apartment 1 3, right?
that's right. And it's in
Uh-huh.
West Haven, Connecticut. So W is in whiskey, E as in echo, S in Sierra, T as in tango, space, H in hotel, A as in alpha, V as in Victor, E as in echo, N as in November, state of Connecticut. So C as in Charlie, O as in Oscar, N as in November, N as in November, E as in Echo, C as in Charlie, T as in Tango, I as in India, C as in Charlie, U as in Uniform, T as in Tango, and my zip code is 06516.
All right, I got it. So can you tell me, do you have any vehicle under your name?
Yes, I have a car,
How many vehicles do you have under your name?
just one.
All right. And I believe you can drive a vehicle.
That's right, uh-huh.
And so do you have a driver's license? Is that regular one or is it a commercial one?
It's a regular driver's license.
All right. So at current, there are 10 bank accounts registered under your name, Mr. Grinnell. So we need to differentiate how many bank accounts do you have under your name, so we can go ahead and safeguard your bank accounts under your name. So can you tell me how many bank accounts do you deal with?
I have one checking account and one savings account at Milford Bank.
What is the name of the bank?
Milford Bank, so M as in Mike, I as in India,
Uh-huh.
L as in Lima,
Uh-huh.
F as in Foxtrot,
Uh-huh.
O as in Oscar,
Uh-huh.
R as in Romeo,
Uh-huh.
D as in Delta, space, B as in Bravo, A as in Alpha, N as in November.
Milford Bank. Got
That,
it. I
okay.
got it.
hmm
Just give me a moment. Milford Bank in Connecticut, right?
That's right.
Just give me a moment. So you have a check-in and a savings, both the accounts with this Milford Bank.
That's right.
All right. And can you tell me any approx balance you hold for the checking account so we can differentiate that with the bogus amount
Well, I had a
and
some
help you?
I had someone at
Mm-hmm.
the bank print something out on paper last week. It's in my drawer here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so when they printed it out last week in my checking account, I had $4,736.10, and in my savings account, I had $784.17.
All right. So do you use a phone? Which phone do you use? An Android phone or an iOS phone?
It's a flip phone. I bought it when I was visiting the Henry Ford Museum in Dearborn, Michigan, and I suddenly fell on my back and I shouted, "Help! I've fallen and I can't get up!" And then after I left the hospital, I bought this flip phone in the gift shop of the hospital.
All right. So what I want you to do is I want you to get dressed up. I want you to sit in your car. All right. So we can go ahead and you have to follow some protocols to safeguard your hard-earned money.
Okay, I have to go get my
That
coat. It will take a few moments.
yes, dressed up and get. Let me know when you're ready to leave your house. Take your mask, your sanitizer, your debit card, credit card if you have, and everything regarding the bank. All right.
Okay,
And keep this very confidential. Don't tell any or don't disclose any of the information to anyone because you have been a victim of identity fraud. So we are just helping you to safeguard your declared money that is under your name, and we can start freezing rest of all the bogus account and the information created by the imposters under your name. So you are going to safeguard your hard-earned money. So to safeguard your hard-earned money, you have to follow some protocol. Just get dressed up and let me know when you are ready to leave your house. I will tell
okay,
you the protocol step by step.
okay.
Yes. Take your debit card, credit card, everything. How much cash you have with you right now at this moment?
Okay, still getting my stuff.
Uh-huh. Can you hear me? Hello, Mr. Grinnell. बस ब्रेक हो गया ब्रेक ब्रेक तेरा ब्रेक हो गया